Chocolate Story is thousands of years old by Smithsonian Institute, adapted by NewsELA staff. On a sunny morning in San Francisco, people scoot around a tiny chocolate factory. They are wrapping bars, checking temperatures, and sorting cacao beans. This is the home of Dandelion Chocolate, a small chocolate maker. The tools and flavors have changed, but the work of turning cacao beans into chocolate hasn't. The Mayans were an ancient people in Guatemala. They lived near the Olmecs and Aztec civilizations. The Mayans were probably the first to ripen, roast, and grind cacao beans for drinks. They may have done this as early as 1500 BC. Raw cacao seeds are bitter. They don't taste like chocolate. How would you think to take the seed, harvest it, dry it, let it ripen, and roast it, says Hayes Lavis, who works at the Smithsonian's National Museum of the American Indian. Perhaps someone was eating the fruit and spitting seeds into the fire. The rich smell of them roasting maybe inspired them to try something new. Early chocolate drinks weren't sweet. The bitter flavor of cacao came through in early Maya drinks. Rarely do they add any sweetener, says Joel Palk of the University of Illinois. He studies ancient civilizations. The Maya used herbs and spices to flavor the cacao. These range from chili and vanilla to magnolia. In early Maya society, cacao was a special food. It was part of their society. You would have to get together to prepare the chocolate, Palka said. In Mexico, Palka meets people who still grow chocolate as a family custom. It's part of who they are. Cacao drinks were often part of special occasions. These might include ceremonies or year-end celebrations. Paintings recovered from the time of the Maya show cacao. It's one of the few food crops that was used in wedding ceremonies, Lavis said. Early records of Maya weddings in Guatemala show that sometimes a woman had to prove she could properly make cacao. Cacao also served as a form of money. Cacao beans were also used as money. The seeds were so valuable they were even faked. Cacao beans have been found that were actually made of clay. The clay beans might have been passed off as money or substituted for real cacao in ceremonies. Palka thinks chocolate became so important because it's harder to grow compared to plants like maize and cactus. You can't grow cacao in every region in the Americas, Palka says. It requires a certain kind of soil, amount of rainfall, and especially shade. Art recovered from the area shows cacao as a main food in ancient Maya feasts. Cacao is a cultivated plant and served in many ceremonies. This makes it important to understanding the region, says historian Eleanor Harrison Buck. But the pollen and fossilized plant material of cacao does not preserve well. As a result, we know more about the early uses of cacao than about ancient ways of producing the bean. Harrison Buck wants to better understand how ancient people produced cacao. She has been working to find out whether cacao orchards leave traces in the soil. Her team has collected soil in areas where cacao is currently grown. They've also sampled soil near ancient Maya ruins and other places. Then, they compare chemicals in the soil from these places. They're hoping to map out chemical signs of ancient cacao civilization. Chocolate was used as a medicine. Chocolate is often said to have been an ancient medicine. The Spanish explorer Hernán Cortés wrote of chocolate. He describes it as a drink that builds strength and fights tiredness. One officer serving Cortés reported that Aztec ruler Montezuma drank more than 50 cups a day of a chocolate drink. According to Lavis, these tales are probably exaggerations. I don't think any living person could drink 50 cups of cacao, he said. The Spanish also probably attributed health benefits to chocolate that the Maya didn't. I think it was just part of their diet, Lavis said, and they knew it was good for them.